we're live.
We're live.
Plant-based in the Burbs right here. Paige, Parsons, Roache, and
I'm Sherri. You guys, welcome into our kitchen. Long time no see. Hopefully you join us and see what we're cooking up in the kitchen after our long hiatus, right?
yes. Oh my gosh, I picked up these pink mushrooms at the farmer's market. Crazy color, right? Look at them. They look almost
amazing.
They're gorgeous. They're so pretty. They look like rosettes.
I love it. I love
it. You have something pretty.
I have some pears. I have some botch pears. Botch pears. And we're going to cook these up on something really interesting. So I am going to go ahead and get my stuff for cooking because I have this new little toy and I'm playing around with it. So I'm just going to throw in some onions right here in the dish.
I love it. I'm going to give you the full screen.
Hey, before you do that, I want to know, what are you making?
Oh, okay. So here's what I'm doing. I'm actually just going to be working with these mushrooms today and show you how you can clean them and get them ready and put them in a pan. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tina. And we're doing garlic and seasonings, and that's it. And I'm going to show the options that people can use, these mushrooms for. So the nice thing is you can literally cook these up as is, like you would maybe do like a cauliflower steak. You can do a mushroom steak. So that's my plan. And I'm going to just grill them a little in the pan, kind of, get them going that way. So that's my plan, but I do need to wipe them off, which we're going to do in a minute. But I'm also going to add some delicious garlic. Hey, shout out to Debbie who sent these to me.
Those are beautiful.
She grew these bulbs in her garden. So take a look. You got the long stem going here. I don't know if you heard me say I got these at the farmer's market. My local grower, she was growing other things, and then she literally just grows mushrooms now, she and her husband. And there's different varieties. So you have the pink mushroom, and then we have this one, which is I think the chanterelle. And then she also maybe some of these cuties too. So lots that you can do with mushrooms. That's what I want to say. Now, hey, shout out to Miss Sherri because she did a whole show, a whole recipe. It's about 7 minutes long on UnchainedTV, the streaming app. So we're over here, but head on over to the streaming app and watch how she makes some magic with her mushrooms, a little mushroom madness. Now, we're going to go over to you because I think your pan is starting. Oh, wait, not yet?
Yes, come on. I'm ready. I'm trying something new. I've never done it before. So let's do it.
Okay, over to you.
Let's see what we got cooking here.
You go to it.
So, hey, everybody. Cooking. Right, I'm just going to drop the camera down so you can see what's going on my little top here. I put in a half. The recipe calls for a half onion, red onion, but I add a little bit more. And what I'm going to be making today is going to be a pizza. I'm going to do a pizza with some caramelized red onions. Of course, the pears are going to be one of the stars of the pizza. So we're going to cut up some pear and put that on there. And then I'm also going to make a cashew garlic cheese to go on top of the pizza. Now, let me tell you what I did. I wasn't adventurous to try to do my own pizza dough, so I bought it at Trader Joe's, already in a bag. And this one happens to be the garlic and herb, and they also have a plain one. And I put it on my counter here, let it rise for about 30 minutes, covered it up, let it rise for 30 minutes. I've already started rolling it out because I want to hurry up and get this in the oven so you guys can see what's going on here. So while the onions are cooking up, I'm going to remove some of that. And I'm just going to go right over and let's see. Oops, my recipe. I don't want it to go anywhere. I'm going to go right ahead and cut up some pears. Okay. So they've been cleaned. I got organic pears. And let me tell you, they're very tasty. I've been eating on some of them today. I am going to take a little bit of the core out, the seed part, if I can figure it out. But let me just slice them up first, and then I'll take it out this way. There you go. So then I'm going to slice them and dice them just a little smaller, just so I can have chunks of this on my pizza. Okay. So while I'm cutting up pears, we're going to go ahead and let the onions caramelize. We want those to get nice and brown and delicious. Yum, yum, yum. Throw them on our pizza. So I'm just going to cut up one whole pear. I don't know what the recipe calls for, but I want to taste a pear in every bite. So that's what I'm doing.
So Steve says,
go ahead, Paige. If you want full screen, you can. I have no problem with that.
I just wanted you to know that Steve said pears in a pizza. Wow. And he said one time he put apricots, and it was
that sounds good.
Hi, Mary Ellen. Good to see you. Tina, it's so great to see you. Hey, y'all. Wow. Yes. So while you're doing that, I just want to say you're going to take a moist cloth and you're just going to wipe down very gently your mushrooms. You don't want to go harshy on them, and you also don't want to squirt them with a ton of water. You could spray them with a spray bottle if you got that, but you just want to, clean them up a little bit. Now, I got to say, she doesn't really, the gal that I get these from, people aren't really handling them. So that's good. So it's not like you've got like farmers market, people are squishing them and lifting, not really. So now the other thing is when you get mushrooms like this, you're going to put them, she gave me the brown bag and she said, stick the brown bag right into your refrigerator. So it was closed, but I just opened it up so everyone could see. And she was so nice. I mean, I bought these 3 and then she tossed in a couple others. So I'm definitely going to be cooking these up so we're going to wipe those down. And then these cutie patooties, these little guys. So if you know what these mushrooms are called, please, by all means. Now, if you haven't seen the movie Fantastic Guy, it's a fascinating movie about mycelium and mushrooms. And she said once that movie came out, people watched it, her business doubled. So I just thought that was kind of cool, really showing the value. And we're talking about, these kinds of mushrooms that you put on your pizza and in your food and stuff like that. Now, farmers market finds, before I stick all my stuff in a pot, I wanted to just give you some eco tips too. So you know how they come in little...
I don't mean to interrupt your flow, but can we do a full screen for you so they can see those beautiful berries that you have?
Okay, full screen ahead. So we have here some berries. Now, I just want to give a little heads up. So you know how berries usually come in some kind of a plastic basket, right? Well, sometimes at my farmer's market, some of them do have the paper ones, but I just say keep them, and I'll just take it like this. And they say, do you want me to cover? And I go, no, just like this. So I'm reducing waste by this, and then the cardboard can go straight into my compost. So I just wanted to, point that out, that you don't have to take them home in the little baskets. Just toss everything like this and put them right in the fridge. Now, a couple other things I got at the farmer's market. And I'm just saying, now, if you want to grow your own, that's my next step. Look at these crazy carrots. I mean, they are wild and amazing, straight from the ground. They have dirt on them still. I mean, these are so good. I'm going to be juicing these. Yum. Okay, now I also want to point out I got this juicy fruit. I'm going to cut her open in a minute. Wait, is she ripe enough? Yeah, she's ripe enough. You can squish her and feel her, and she's so pretty on the inside. So I'll definitely open that up so you can see that. Oh my gosh, crab apples. Now I'm going to take a little bite out of this because I had tons. Oh, they're so good. Tons of fiber in a crab apple. So definitely, you might even have some in your neighborhood and knock on the door and say, hey, can I try one of your crab apples? They're really good. Lots of fiber. Check it out. Now, what else did I get at the farmer's market? Zucchini. Now, this is time. You're about ready for planting some lettuce, different types. Also, squash and zucchini, ready to go. And this little guy, oh my gosh, I have to tell you, I'm going to add Sherri in. Hi, Sherri. Hope you're ready.
Hi. Got me in.
I made a zucchini polenta lasagna on our show that's on Unchained TV on the app. So check it out.
Good.
So good. And you can get those recipes over on UnchainedTV.com, by the way, for our 4 shows that we recently did in studio. So just wanted to say that. It's really easy to make. And you can just grab some squash or get your garden going. And is some zucchini right there. So you can also make zucchini bread. You can add it to a smoothie. Zucchini doesn't have like this powerful, overbearing flavoring, like maybe like I love kale, but sometimes, you got to like make sure you're working with it, but you know, spinach and zucchini kind of don't have a lot of flavor, and so you can really work with those into kids dishes as well. Like you can sneak that zucchini, you can do like a whole thing with that zucchini. So I'm gonna let you figure that one out. Sherri, let's see what you're up to.
Okay, so look.
And, yeah,
go ahead. I am finishing up the onions, which look good. They look delicious. They smell wonderful. We put some balsamic vinegar in here, and it is caramelizing these onions. Chopped up the pears, and now I'm going to make the cheese. I soaked the cashews, raw cashews, probably about 4 or 5 hours because I had time. So I just put them in and soak them in filtered water and then rinse them. But if it's a clit, you need to get it done right away. You can soak them in warm water. That usually works. That softens them up really quick. But just make sure you rinse them again. So in here we have plant-based milk. I used unsweetened almond milk. I used that. 1 cup of that. We did 1 tablespoon of lemon. We did 2 cloves of garlic. And then we put 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of miso paste in here. Let me just grab that. I'm going to just make sure I throw that in there. And normally I would add some nooch or something, but this recipe didn't call for it. So I'm just going to see how this turns out. But you know what we're going to be able to do? We're going to have to do the blender dance. So I hope you guys have on your dancing shoes because I always have mine on no matter what.
Woo, dancing time.
I have my dancing shoes on, so I hope you guys are ready to get down, get up, and boogie, as they say back in the old days.
I just want to say I got my mushroom. I'm going to dance with her. And Debbie, I've got this garlic. Hey, Tom and Debbie are here in the kitchen with us. This is so much fun. Okay. We are ready.
So let's see. Let me make sure I have everything in here that I need. Yes. Right. We're going to go ahead and check it out and see what happens here. Seems a little runny to me, but we'll see what it looks like. Yeah, it is kind of runny though. So I don't know. We're gonna go with it because that's what the recipe calls for. And you know what? I got this recipe from I searched the internet because I wanted to make a pizza with fruit on it. So it's not anyone that I'm familiar with, but we're gonna follow the instructions. We're supposed to pour this over. Let me spoon it up first. Grab a spoon. I just want to. Oh yeah, it's not bad. Let me take a taste though. That's important. Wow, I am surprised. It is really tasty. All right, so I am just going to pour this over my pizza dough, and I'm going to show you what it looks like once I get it. And you know what? I'm pouring it like it would be the tomato sauce on a pizza. So that's how I'm doing it. Okay, that's my timer. So I'm going to open up my oven just a little bit so we can stop it. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like with the cheese. So here's what we have right here. So we have pizza and cashew cheese on top, okay? Next, we're going to add our onions. Hopefully I made enough because I love onions. Just, ooh, wow. We're going to throw that all over the top. And I'll bring it close to you so you can see what it looks like. I might have to make a few more of these just to throw on when the pizza is done. I think that might be really nice. Okay. And next we're going to add, let me show you, we're going to add the pears. I'm just going to throw them on there. That one's a little too big. And I'll show you what it looks like once I get it all assembled. And then what we're going to do here, which is really cool, is I'm going to add some chopped spinach on the top. So let me just show you what it looks like so far. I don't want to. So this is what we have so far. Okay. So we have the onions and we have the cashew cheese and we have the pears. And I'm gonna cut up some fresh spinach that I cleaned earlier. So I'm just gonna chop them up a little bit. Not too much, I don't want them too fine. But we are gonna chop them up here. And I'm just gonna throw this on here. It's just no rhyme or reason, you know. We're just gonna sprinkle as much as we can on the top because we know how spinach becomes little of nothing once you start cooking it. So, oh wow, that looks amazing, guys. It looks so good. And you know what else I'm gonna throw on it? I'm gonna throw a little bit of fresh basil. So I picked up some basil from the store. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of fresh basil on here. I'm gonna rinse it off just a tiny bit. Because I just, you know, want to make sure we have it fresh. And we're just going to throw some on here. Now, the recipe calls to cook for about 10 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to just slide it right on in the oven. So let me just give you the last look of the pizza. There we go. And we're going to put this right on in. Woo! And the recipe calls for 10 minutes cooking. So we're going to let it cook for 10 minutes, you guys. And that's pretty much it. And so that's easy how to make a pizza because, you know, I went traveling recently to New York. And fortunately, New York has a lot of plant-based restaurants that I was able to try. But before I did that trip, I went to my hometown, Indiana. And it was pretty challenging to find where the right restaurants were for me to, you know, live my lifestyle and eat food. So, you know, if you can cook your food when you're visiting in some places, you can do that as well. So I went to the grocery store, bought a few things, made my dinner at the house. And then when we did decide to go somewhere, we did look for places that have vegan options. But, you know, sometimes in the Midwest, they may not have what you need. So it's always good to be prepared. So I just wanted to share that tip. Also, what else do I want to talk about? I'm just so happy you guys are here. I'm so happy to be back in the kitchen cooking and having you guys come into the kitchen. Hey, what you got there?
I got some mushrooms, and I gotta say I didn't burn the garlic too bad.
No, it's okay.
But they look pretty good. So I just cut them into a few pieces. I added a little, you know, the garlic's in there, a little teeny bit of high heat oil, just a little bit, not much. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can also add some plant-based butter on top of these, which
yes, most definitely. Yes.
Right? And look they look really good. So I'm going to be tasting these in a moment. But scrum-diddly-yum, it was so easy. They cook up really fast. Just heat the pan hot, and then throw them in and keep an eye on them. So
yeah, keep an eye out. But you know what? I do want to visit your farmer's market. When is it? Because I do want to buy some of those mushrooms.
Okay. Yeah,
what day is that?
It's Sunday. I'm going to try this right now. Sundays at, Sundays in Westlake. So check this out. We also have one on Saturday. So find your local. But look. Okay, I'm just going to try this right now.
Yeah, try it. I love mushrooms. If I had some, I would throw them on my pizza.
Oh my God, they taste so good. Now, you're probably wondering, what am I going to serve with these? This is going to be the main scenario. But, oh my God. They are so good. They are the main attraction.
The main attraction, the center of the view.
Mushroom madness with main attraction, okay? But I'm going to cook some more up in a little bit, but let me show you. I'll be right back. What you doing?
Yeah, go ahead. So anyway, we got this cooking. I don't know. It said 7 minutes. It looks like to me the crust might take a little bit longer. I like to have a thin, crispy crust. So when I bite into it, I have a little crunch to it. But we'll see. But I have to say, this cheese turned out really, really good. I'm surprised. I'm going to keep this as a backup recipe for my cheese if I want to put it on something else. It was just 1 cup of raw soaked cashews, 2 tablespoons of miso, which really the miso paste, I'm sure gave it that flavor, that kick over the top, because the miso is amazing. And added some salt and pepper, which I did not do, but that's okay. I'll put some pepper on the pizza when it's done. And you know, I'm just so happy that you guys are here and we're back doing our show. I hope that when you get a chance, you can go up onto Unchained TV and check out our cooking show, Plant-Based in the Burbs, and see us. And then also there's some outtakes because, you know, Paige and I were together. And that is a crazy situation with the two of us together. It's a really Great, great bloopers. We laughed so hard. Paige didn't disappoint me at all.
For real. I'm
For real.
telling you, there's things that happen in the
Yes,
kitchen, behind the scenes.
Yes, yes.
But we invite you in for some of the fun, silly bloopers in the background now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I had those to put on my pizza. I heard you,
Me
Tina.
too.
Mushrooms on my pizza as well.
So those are the mushrooms. Now, it's not just going to be mushrooms. Let me show you what else I'm going to cook up in a little bit. Now, when you go to your farmer's market, I'm giving lots of tips. If you have one near you, or you go to a farm where you can pick your own, we have some. I'm going to just open this up, but look at this cool bag, right? I bring a ton of different. I bring all kinds of bags, y'all. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be fancy. It can be something. Literally, a shout out to Siva Foods. I put stuff in here as well. Just make it happen. Bring your own. Bring your own. BYO, baby. But check these out. I'm going to cut these up in a little bit. These are little squash. They're going to be yummy, little squash blossoms. And we're going to put them in with a tiny bit of pepper. I think that'll be yummy. And garlic and onions. And roast them with, hang on, don't go anywhere.
You're making me hungry.
I know. With these potatoes. And this is going to be the meal. The mushrooms will be there. We're going to roast these babies up. So easy. It's parchment paper. Throw them on there. I'm going to add some coconut aminos because I think that'll add a nice little soy sauce kind of flavor to it. But look how cute this one is, right? And then we have some of these little, you don't have to do much with this. You just cut it up a little bit, big chunks, just like summer veggies. We're going for that chunky kind of harvesty table feeling. And then, that's what's going to happen on the side. I wanted to say I also picked up this delicious purple onion. So I know some people don't like onions, but these are sweet, and I also pickle them. So I put them in brine with the rice vinegar and the vinegar, and some seasonings. Keep it simple. I don't have to go crazy. Just whatever I have, throw it in there, and then I put it on my salads. The pickled onions. I use the purple red one because I don't know, it comes out sweet.
You know what? I think I'm going to do that too, because I was following some lady on there and she was showing how easy it is. And I love red onions. I love them on everything, grilled on my burgers or whatever you want. My fat-based burgers, mind you.
No, it's still really warm where we are. So I'm going to hydrate with some coconut water. I like the pulp. So I do. And I also want to say I get things in cans or bottles. I do my best not to buy plastic. I will tell you, I just traveled. And one thing you realize is that in these smaller countries or these countries, they're maybe not the ones that are drinking these products, but these single-use water bottles are washing up on their shores. So we were in Central America and Costa Rica, and there was so much trash, and that's from coming in from us, from up north, down south. So we want to be mindful. So anyway, this can be recycled, it can be reused, repurposed. So I'm just going to take a little sip to stay hydrated. And you know what? Let's give you a moment right now to talk to people about how they can
stay hydrated.
What else you want to share about your tips?
You know what? Paige gave a really great tip, because what's so cool about coconut water is that it has all the electrolytes in it. So it does keep you hydrated and gives you all the electrolytes. It's great to drink after you work out. It's great to put in your smoothie as the base. If you want to use a water-based, coconut water is excellent. And even using the pulp is great. As I always say, at least 30 minutes of workout is very important for your body. I mean, if we can take care of our cars, our pets, and any appliances in the house, we definitely can take care of our body. Not only eating healthy, but moving the body as though how it's been made. It's made to move. So if you can just put in 30 minutes a day, and that could be anything, that could be walking, pumping your arms so that we can get the heart rate up. Because when we're doing these exercises, we're working the outside appearance, but we're also working the inside, our hearts and our lungs. We want the cardiovascular system to be able to flow the blood through. So that's why you want to get that heart rate up and get to pumping. So I suggest that you do that anyway. Start anyhow, any way you can, but just start is important. Secondly, we know that we need enough rest. Most Americans are sleep deprived because we're trying to do so much within that 24 hours. But when it's time to go to bed, it is time to rest the body so it can rejuvenate and be able to produce and perform at its best the next day when you have all that list of things you need to do. Lastly is hydration. Did we do hydration? I think we did hydration. So if not, yeah, we did hydration, we did sleep, and we also moved the body. So those really are my 3 tips that I emphasize all the time, that is very important for our physical and mental health. So that's all I have to say. So get up and start moving your body. If you have any problems, reach out to me. I'm a personal trainer. That is what my career is. I am a certified personal trainer in Pilates. So if you need help, DM me and I can help you. It'd be wonderful to help you. Whoa, dragon fruit. I love that stuff.
Oh my gosh. Talk about hydration. And one more thing I want to say, I love all those tips, is when you eat fruits and vegetables,
yes,
there are some that are more hydrating, but the fruits and vegetables are giving you that fiber, as well as like celery has a lot of water content, cucumbers,
watermelon is hydrating. Yes.
So anyway, look how pretty she is. So this is what she looks on the outside.
I would like to put her in a smoothie.
Yeah. Or I mean, I just like it like this. It's so good too. So just want to say there's that. Now, remember the mushrooms. So what I did with the mushrooms, I just want to point out to y'all, is I just cut the bottom. I just want to show you. I just cut the bottom because it's a little brown there and it looks like it's a little bit, maybe worn and kind of weathered. So I just cut that part off and just cut it into a couple pieces.
They're beautiful. I have to get some of those. I definitely have to get some.
And they brown up. They don't brown up pink. They're not pink, but they're pink like this one. But they turn out to be just, And so I like the chunky pieces because for my husband, well, for me too, I see it. And so I know, but he's going to see this. And it's like having maybe some, chicken strips without the chicken. So it's
exactly
your pieces, along with those veggies that I'm going to, go ahead and put in the grill. And then I always love, I'm going to say this, a fresh something with. So I'm going to do a fresh salad. I love a green salad. I bought a bunch of greens at the farmer's market, including some cabbage, which is purple, and some cucumbers. I'm going to keep it simple, but I'm going to do like those 3 things and maybe like a red tomato, because I like to see the rainbow in my salad as well.
I have
it. But anyway, y'all, if I can do it, you can do it. If we can, you can. That's what we're all about here with Plant-Based in the Burbs. Boom, boom, boom.
I want to show you the pizza. I'm just going to put it out on my chopping board.
Pizza time. Pizza time.
And, it looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah, let's go pizza.
I need to put a little bit of maybe some truffle oil over the top.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. I want to give everybody a challenge. Write in the chat what you like on your pizza. Write 3 of your favorite toppings. Go now. You got this. But let's give you full screen because
I just want to, it looks pretty good. Oops, I don't want to lose it, but it looks pretty good. I'm just going to set it down here on the top of here and just bring the screen down so you can see it. I really want to kind of taste one of the pears to see if it's cooked enough for me. Oh my God. This is, the cashew cheese is fire. Delicious. I can't wait to try it. I'm going to let it cool, pour a little bit of oil over the top, a little bit of truffle oil over the top, and a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and that's it. And that's going to be my dinner today. Super simple and easy.
Wow. That looks super simple and easy for sure. That looks so good. Okay. One more time, but I wanted to just say I'm really sorry, y'all, that there isn't as much on the plate because I kind of got eaten it.
You kind of got eaten it?
I kind of got eaten it. I'm like, these are good. Wait, these are really good.
You know what? I'm addicted to those things. And right now, people are really doing a lot of amazing things using the mushrooms because they can mimic pretty much anything if you season it right. You can do your chicken, you can do tacos, you can do mushroom steaks, you can do shawarma, which is another recipe I want to try. So I need to get some of those mushrooms so I can try to make a shawarma. So there's just all kinds of things you can do with it. And one thing is that you don't really have to buy an alternative meat. You can use this and it's a lot more healthier for you. Even though we do use these alternative meats, they're good for people who are beginning to transition into our vegan lifestyle. But eventually you want to branch out to a whole food, plant-based diet, and all these different fruits, mushrooms, jackfruits, all these things can mimic your meat and be the main attraction on your plate. So that's pretty cool.
A whole new world is coming to you with more plants on your plate. And if we can do it, you can too. We got mushrooms. Can you show your pizza one more time?
Yeah. Just gonna bring it down, slide a little bit closer so you can see it. It looks good. The spinach looks great. Just gonna put a little bit of oil over the top, maybe a little bit of arugula, and just play with it and just try it out. First time using this recipe, so when you first use a recipe, you figure out how you can change it and make it better the next time. So that's pretty cool.
And Tina says she would add, what is it? Mushrooms, pineapple, and cheese. Oh, wait. Amira says spinach, artichoke, pineapple. Yeah.
I like that. I like that one. Oh yeah, pineapple, the Hawaiian style. I know everybody likes it. You know what is funny is when I went to the store, I thought about it, I said, dang, maybe I should buy a pineapple and just chop up some on there just to give it like that little extra sweet taste, But garlic oil would be great. You guys have some amazing ideas. So you're gonna have to tell me when you make your pizza what you put on it.
Yes. Oh my gosh, these ideas. Balsamic drizzle. Ooh.
Yeah, that might be my Tom. I might go with that one because that's what I did with the onions. I think I might go with the balsamic drizzle because I have that in my house too.
Tom has a final message for you. Let me see if I can find it. It was something about make sure to save some for Charlie.
Of course, thank you so much, Tom, because I totally forgot about him. Oh my God.
Well, thank you, everybody, for watching us here on Plant-Based in the Burbs. Again, please head over and watch the delicious shows we have. You can grab those recipes straight up on the website as well. So lots of ways you can engage with us. Head on over to our Instagram, Plant-Based in the Burbs, Sherri, Paige, Parsons, Roache, as well as UnchainedTV _ So, lots of ways you can find us and engage with us, but we are live right now with you, and we're so excited to be bringing you scrumptiousness, mushroom madness. Look at that. You can do it too. I promise you.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I got to go there. I just got to go get me some.
Okay. Well, without further ado, I might dig into some of this, but I'm also going to go do my just 30 minutes. I'm all ready to go. I got my shoes on and everything. I'm going to go do an afternoon walk, evening walk.
Help those arms. Get those arms are moving. Yeah, it's the best thing to do for yourself.
I do this. People are like, what is she doing? And I got my headset on. I'm like, let's go. Boom, boom, boom. I might even squat because I'll be thinking about you. I might even do some leg lifts, maybe some.
And you know what? You can use your curve and step up and down, do step ups, up and down. I mean, there's all kinds of things when you're on your walk that you can use as a prop to do push-ups on a wall. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that you can work your body and just, feel amazing. That's all I have to do is feel amazing in your skin. That's what you want to do.
Pump up the jams. That's right. So we're encouraging you all to get out there, move your bodies, eat more plants, share this content out because
it'll be great.
Hopefully we've given you some motivation.
In there
and make it yourselves. And there we go. So bye. Love y'all.
Peace and plants, y'all. Thanks for coming back. We appreciate you.
See you next time.
See you next time.